Hi, welcome to Oxford News This Week. I'm Terry Stiles.
And I'm Alexis Ware. Hi everyone. This week, local election results, Coats for Code, and an award of kindness.
All that and more. The Oxford News begins right now. First, we want to take a moment to pay appreciation to all the brave men and women of this country in honor of Veterans Day last week. We salute their courage, their dedication, and their sacrifices. We all have someone who has laid down their life on the line here at Oxford Community Television, and we want to thank you. Another cold Michigan winter is quickly approaching, and for many this means the need for warmth in the form of winter coats. Sheriff Michael Bouchard at the Oakland County Sheriff's Office kicked off the 33rd year of Coats for the Cold campaign. Coats for the Cold is a wonderful way to help someone less fortunate stay warm this winter. Bouchard said with the need of the community being so great this year, they're asking for folks to give generously this year and always. The sheriff is looking to fill up every drop box with coats and get them to those in need. So he's asking local communities to go into their closets and donate new or gently used coats. The deadline for this year's coat drive runs through the month of November. Important to note, donors simply need to look for the Coats drop-off box at any of the 70 locations throughout Oakland County and drop off their new or clean, gently used coats inside the box. The new or clean used coats collected during the coat drive will be given to several different charitable organizations, which will then be distributed to those most in need. There are 3 drop-off locations in Oxford: Oakland County Sheriff's Office substation in Oxford Township at 310 Dunlap Road, Genesis Credit Union at 120 South Washington Street, and Coldwell Banker at 1370 South Lapeer Road. A full list of Oakland County drop-off locations is available in the Community Service section and on the Oakland County Sheriff's Facebook page. Alexis?
Thanks, Terry. Out of thousands of young nominees nationwide, Alex Von Herren is one of 5 finalists for the Caring Institute's Young Adult Caring Award, a national service recognition. The young Oxford student needs votes to win the award. When he was only 9 years old, Van Herren founded Scarves for Cozy Kids, a charity that makes and donates scarves, hats, gloves for local children in need. One day on the playground, he noticed some students didn't have winter clothing for recess. Von Herren, who is now a freshman at Oxford High School, recognizes that people are willing to help by repurposing things that they already have in their home for someone in need. In addition to winter items, he organizes 2 annual donation drives collecting more than 40 pounds of pop tops for Ronald McDonald House and 400 pairs of eyeglasses for the Lions Club. As part of the consideration process for the Caring Award, he has been through several interviews and reviews. Visit to vote for him today. Way to go, Alex.
That's what it looks like.
Sorry.
Way to go, Alex. In other news, a large crowd of local officials and citizens gathered in Orion Township to celebrate the long-awaited connection of 2 heavily used non-motorized trails and the tireless efforts of a woman who dedicated more than 5 decades of her life to fighting for and improving the Orion community she deeply loves. The event was a dedication ribbon cutting for the new Van Tassel pedestrian bridge located at Clarkston and Kern Roads, east of 24. The bridge, along with a safety path that extends to 24, connects the Paint Creek Trail with the Pollyant Trail, which intersects at Clarkston Road near the Allendale west of M24. The new bridge and path are both part of Orion's safety path system. It's through this safety path system that the Paint Creek and Pollyant trails are now linked. Connecting the two trails was a $2 million project, according to Orion Township Supervisor Chris Barnett, who served as the Master of Ceremonies. Congratulations.
In other local news, our area saw big jumps in recent cases of COVID-19 in the past week. According to numbers provided by Oakland County, last reported there were a total of 305 cases from Leonard west to Oxford. This past week, however, there was 372 cases, nearly a 22% increase. Recent cases increased from 95 to 147. Important to make sure you are following the CDC guidelines as well as to work your hardest during the pandemic.
Good advice. With safety and security in the forefront of the news lately, Oakland County's Board of Commissioners are reminding residents to lock them up. Guns don't accidentally fire when they are locked up. The county would like to remind gun owners to store firearms locked and unloaded. Ammunitions should be locked and stored in separate locations. Hiding guns where you think children or others will not find them is not enough. Lock them up, and for information on getting the trigger locks, go to lockitopoakland.com or call 248-858-5115. Alexis?
Thank you, Terry. Older Person Center Meals on Wheels is a program designed for seniors unable to shop and prepare meals. For those who are 60 years or older, eligibility is not based on income. Meals are delivered within 24 hours of request, and short-term options are available. In addition to meals delivered, the service also offers wellness checks and birthday cakes to honor those who serve. For more information on receiving meals, call 248-608-0264. For information to volunteer, call 248-608-0281.
That's always a good thing.
Oh yeah.
Meals on Meals, they've really helped a lot of people. That's it for Oxford News this week. If you'd like to learn more about these stories and others, you can pick up a copy of the Oxford Leader newspaper, or you can go to the Charter Township of Oxford Facebook page, or better yet, catch us on Charter Channel 191 and AT&T Channel 99.
Thanks for watching Oxford News this week, where we bring your news closer to home.
Welcome to Science in the News. I'm Dave Kenny, and this story is taken from New Scientist. Some species of spider can grab prey out of the air at night, apparently without seeing it, and now we know how. An analysis of one such spider shows it uses its legs to pick up the sound of flying insects before throwing a net-like web over the unsuspecting animal. The ogre-faced net-catching spider, native to the southern U.S. and parts of the Caribbean and South America, is a Jekyll and Hyde-like creature, says Ronald Hoy at Cornell University in New York. By day, it uses camouflage to disguise itself as a stick, but at night, it transforms into a stealthy hunter. Dangling upside down from its simple web, the spider dives forward and casts a pre-spun net held between its forefront legs over prey passing below, says Strafstrom, or Jay Strafstrom, also at Cornell. We already know they use their large eyes to see the prey underneath them, because when we temporarily blindfolded them, they couldn't catch anything below, says Strafstrom. But Strafstrom noticed that the spiders could also perform backflips to catch insects flying above them, even though these insects were probably outside the spider's field of vision. Strafstrom, Hoy, and their colleagues suspected that the spiders use auditory cues instead. Specifically, they wondered if a little-known organ on the spider's legs, known as the metatarsal organ, might detect sound. The researchers tested the animals' reactions to recorded sounds resembling flying insects. Then they tested isolated spider legs alone for nerve responses to these sounds. They found that the spiders flipped backwards to cast their nets when they heard recordings that resembled flying insect sounds, and their isolated legs showed nerve reactions to a wide range of frequencies from 100 to 10,000 hertz. People are always wondering if there are aliens out there somewhere, but these spiders are just one example of the many aliens already living among us, said Hoy. With bodies up to 25 millimeters in length, net-casting spiders are relatively harmless to humans. I've only been bitten once, says Staffstrom, who hand collects hundreds for his experiments before releasing most back into the wild. It was in my hand for 10 minutes before it finally bit, and the bite only itched for a few minutes, he says, adding that he hasn't noticed any superpowers as a result of the bite so far. Well, that's it for this Science in the News. I'm Dave Kenny.
Hello everyone, I'm Dave Siseski and this is your Oxford Sports Update. 6 Oxford Wildcat football players were named to the All-Oakland Activity Association, the OAA Red Division team. Seniors Carter Gilbert, Brennan Melnicki, Jack Wandry, and John Valvo, with junior Gavin Green and sophomore Tate Meir. All these players received the special honor. 3 of the players were members of the Wildcats offensive line, with Gilbert serving as the primary left tackle, while also seeing time at center. Green playing both center and left guard, with Melnicki holding down the right guard spot. Congrats to all those wonderful Wildcat players on the honors. In other sporting news, Amelia Knotts finished 2nd and Kelly Beebe placed 10th at the Regional Diving Championships. Now both the girls are going to be moving on to the Division I State Diving Championships next Friday. Good luck to those young ladies. This past week was a very special day for 7 Wildcat athletes. 7 of those athletes signed their national letters of intent in front of their families and friends. Among the signees were Jenna Fissler for swim and dive, going to the University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee, Alexis Cardona for softball, going to Davenport University, and Emma LaBarge for volleyball. She'll be going to Angelo State University. For a full listing of all the signees, go to oxfordathletic.org. That's it for Oxford Sports Update this week. Till next time, have a great week, everyone, and go Cats!
Welcome to Auto Talk. I'm Dave Kenny, and these stories are taken from Automotive News. In our first story, Volkswagen's hot hatch will get a bit hotter when the next generation Golf R arrives in the U.S. as a 2022 model in the second half of next year, adding 27 horsepower and a new torque vectoring system to boost performance and handling. The 5th generation 2022 Volkswagen Golf R will deliver 315 horsepower and 310 pounds-feet of torque from a 2-liter i4 turbocharged engine, giving it a 0 to 60 mile per hour time of 4.7 seconds and a top track speed of 155 miles an hour, Volkswagen says. A new torque vectoring all-wheel drive system delivers selective wheel torque control at the rear axle and between the wheels, increasing driving dynamics and agility. The Golf R will come standard with a 6-speed manual transmission or an available 7-speed dual-clutch automatic. Based on the 8th generation Golf, the 2022 R will receive a standard sunroof in the U.S. models as well as enhanced styling. The Golf R and GTI are the only versions of the Golf still sold in the U.S. Inside the cabin, the 2022 R will deliver or feature a 10-inch touchscreen to run its top-end infotainment system. The specialized trim digital instrument cluster can display performance metrics including boost pressure, gearbox temperature, torque power, a G-meter, and the torque distribution of the all-wheel drive system, Volkswagen says. It also includes an onboard lap timer. Pricing information for the 2022 Volkswagen Golf R was not announced yet, but it's going to be high. In our next story, General Motors is recalling 194,105 vehicles in the U.S. because bolts on the stop-start accumulator could be loose or missing, resulting in a transmission oil leak, increasing the risk of a crash or fire. The recalled vehicles are the 2019-20 Buick Enclave and Encores, 2018-2019 Buick LaCrosses, 2019-20 Cadillac XT4s, 2020 Cadillac XT6s, 2019-20 Chevrolet Blazers, 2018-19 Chevrolet Cruises, 2018-20 Chevrolet Equinoxes and Traverses, 2018 Chevrolet Malibus, 2019-20 GMC Acadias, and 2018-20 GMC Terrains. According to a NHTSA document, GM is not aware of any injuries or accidents related to the issue. In July, GMC discovered 2 missing bolts on 2 stop-start accumulators and notified the supplier. The issue was corrected that month, ensuring accumulators all have 4 end cap bolts according to the NHTSA document. Dealer notification started October 29th, and vehicle owners will be notified starting December 14th. Well, that's it for this edition of Auto Talk. I'm Dave Kenny, and we'll be right back.